Hey there everyone, we stopped into Michael's today to see what they're bringing out for fall and even for Halloween. I'm so excited to bring you guys on this tour with me while we see what's new and get ourselves some DIY inspiration. If you're interested in seasonal decor, DIYs, and discount finds, feel free to give me a like and a subscribe and comment down below if there's anything you'd like me to feature coming up this season. So first things first, I found this really beautiful mushroom canvas poster, and I thought this was really interesting. I've not seen this collection before, and I didn't snag the collection name, nor did I look at most of the prices for this grouping. I do go in detail on prices for other groups, but for this particular group, I was really attracted to that mushroom sign and then the sheep and lamb feed. I like the sheep and lamb versus just more cows and chickens because it's kind of been overdone a little bit. And then I love these mini chairs. These just reminded me of American Girl. I don't know if you guys grew up with those, but I did. And this collection is very neutral. I love the oversized flowers down below, some touches of beads, but it's not overly farmhouse. There's still some pops of color. I also love these little glass bottles, and as you can see, they're $6.99 a piece for both sizes. So they kept the pricing consistent there, but I think that you get something similar at Dollar Tree. Now this metal sign is primarily white, but does have a few pops of color, and currently before it goes on sale, it's $30. Now I love these little wood picks. You could probably DIY something very similar from Dollar Tree products, but this wagon is very unique. However, for $4.99 a pick, that is somewhat pricey, so definitely wait for those to go on sale, which should be happening soon. I love the wreath hangers here, but I really love this garland. It is $14. But it's very detailed and something that's a little bit different. There's a little pumpkin in the back of that wreath hanger. And speaking of pumpkins, here we go with the picks. So we're starting out with the velvet pumpkins and then a touch of Halloween with some of these Halloween jack-o'-lantern and candy corn picks. These are all coming around anywhere from $1.99 to $4.99. Seems pretty standard for picks. I also love those seasonal neutral garlands up above. I thought those were really cute as well. I'm happy to see a lot of neutral style decor. I don't personally really decorate with it, but I know a lot of people who do. And again, $4.99, you could probably dupe that with using Dollar Tree products, but if you'd like to buy it, pre-assembled, that's your business. So here's all of the big selection of fall florals that they had out so far. And Hobby Lobby was really leaning into the blues, but Michael's is really leaning into the pinks and mauves for their fall floral. And you know what? I think that that's honestly, I think it's good to that every store has something that kind of sets it apart and makes it a little unique. I will say interesting though that Dollar Tree had a lot of pinks and purples in their decor as well as the blues. So maybe I'm just behind on the trends. I don't know. I love how they mix the mustard yellows with this dark pink. And obviously it's a little bit pricier than what I would spend on a pick, but I think that these wreaths that they've made are absolutely stunning. Most of these wreaths are about $50, and most of their garlands range in price from $16.99 to $25. These neutral garlands would be excellent to help you transition from late summer to early fall, or even from summer just all the way into fall. Most of these picks right here, if I remember properly, are like $14.99, $16.99. Wow, okay, that was more than I expected it to be. Maybe that's why I put it back so quickly. And then you'll notice they have baby's breath as well. It might just be a white heather. I'm honestly not sure. I liked how the base was wrapped in this raffia. But this is $12.99 for just one bunch, and I got a ton of that or similar from Walmart for 25 cents a bunch. So that's definitely something to consider, maybe being cheaper somewhere else. This wreath is beautiful with the paper flowers, but it was $60. Now, I love how these garlands, you have an option for either more thick or a little bit sparser as well. And as the wall goes down, the color scheme is darkening from the lights to more of the deep mauves, oranges, burnt oranges, and reds. I'm also seeing a lot of paper flowers coming out for picks this year, so that's definitely something new that I'm not used to seeing, as well as these little thistle ball puff type things. Someone snuck in a Halloween. Maybe they were trying to see how it would look. Now, here we go with our more traditional fall coloring. Now, this is a very big bundle. It has probably 4 pumpkins in it. And for, I believe it said $12.99. I feel like that's an okay price. It'll be better when it's 50% off, of course. But I feel like it's a fair enough price. Now, I was shocked by how much glitter were on these picks. But I kind of love how it gives it almost like a rained on appearance. Like when there's rain on fresh fallen leaves and it gets that good smell in the fall. Now here we go with some really bright punches of color, very traditional fall colors. This is an absolutely beautiful, really giant pick. Now this bouquet I also found to be really beautiful with all the different picks and the little berries. But again, this is these are the colors I'm decorating for late summer to early fall. And these picks make a wonderful transition. Now, the sunflowers, every color and style imaginable. And just like Hobby Lobby, Michael's sunflowers are going to be more expensive than anything you would find at Dollar Tree, but the quality comes with the price, and these ones will last you a lot longer and hold up better outside. Now, I love these rose picks, and again, I love the diversity in the sizes and textures. Some of the buds are more closed, some of the roses are more open, same with these as well. And red roses are absolutely a great option for doing your fall decor. Now, this was a cute little bundle. I thought these would be really sweet for kind of a quick elopement bouquet. You need to just pick something up. It's okay if it's fake because it's just going to be in the photos. Now, I love the diversity in leaves again, not just the maple and the oak. That last one, I'm not even sure what the name was, but I also love the changes in color and how it's not all just one color. So I love how it still has the greens on the ends, emulating nature. And I also love the veining and striation in this particular pick. Now, I am not real impressed with these picks as compared to Dollar Trees, especially for price. I think that you can match this with a Dollar Tree or Walmart product, so I would not focus my budget on the wheat style florals from Michael's. Now this, I thought these were really cute. I love how it's not just the pumpkins, but the squashes in there with your traditional fall colors. And for $10, I feel like that is very fairly priced. Now this one behind it, or next to it, I should say, with the more squashes, the pine cones, the more sparse leaves, again, for $15, because there is more material there than just flowers. I feel like that's fairly fair priced as well, but I think you could also maybe DIY both of those for cheaper. Now I love this bouquet, mixing the little cabbage roses, kind of mini peonies. $10 I feel like is a very fair price for this bouquet. I love the colors. I love the different heights, and it feels very natural. Now, I'm seeing a lot of stores, including Dollar Tree, bringing out very similar artificially colored eucalyptus, and I'm not real impressed with the $20 price tag. I prefer the more neutrals, as I pointed out. Now, the pumpkin picks, you can get almost an exact dupe for this at Dollar Tree. Please ignore my entire hand being in the camera frame. Wow, I am an amateur. But I will say that Michael's offers more colors, so that you have the rustic color, the just plain orange, and then there's also a white one, and you have more heads per pick, but I don't think it justifies the $20 price tag per pick, I believe. And here's another version of that gourds bouquet with the really thick heather and the different leaves. Again, more expensive price point, but the red pumpkins are really cute. I know everyone's budget's different and not everyone wants to DIY things as much as some of us, but a lot of us also DIY things because we simply can't justify the budget to purchase the full price item. Okay, so these garlands, again, these are $14.99 a piece. I feel like these are very fair for what they are. I love the sunflowers and the hints of pumpkin and berries throughout, but the more advanced, I would say, the upgraded version, which they seal in this plastic, is absolutely stunning and extremely well priced at $30. When that goes half off, that is a find to pick up. Okay, we're looking at even more sunflowers, and we've kind of just brushed past those because we know the gist. But I'm loving this neutral pick. How stunning is that one with the little white pumpkins? I also love these grapevine garlands. I think these are absolutely beautiful with the glittered pumpkins. Now, these are interesting. I've seen these all over, and I don't really know what this is. I think that the price is very fair for what it is. I'm just not sure exactly what it is. I love how many different stores are using feathers, fabric feathers or real feathers. And again, the $10 price point for that bouquet I think is very fair. I also love these different little mini sunflowers. I thought these were so cute. I love those white ones too. That'd be a beautiful transition for Thanksgiving headed towards Christmas. And that's kind of the theme I'm doing this year, is kind of a frosted winter, or a frosted harvest, excuse me. And so these little white picks with all these little white bleached out looks, I think would be in a beautiful fall, would be beautiful for a fall tree for that particular season. And again, we're looking at a lot of their neutral palette. I'm having a hard time focusing. There we go. And I know a lot of farmhouse decorators really love this neutral palette. I've heard that farmhouse might be going out, but I think that these types of picks are quite timeless because it is so natural and they just flow beautifully from summer with the greens into fall without being too punchy in the color palette. Now, Michaels has had a similar collection to this for the last few years with the sunflowers, and Dollar Tree has potentially ripped it off, but that is okay. There's nothing really standing out to me here that I wanted to flip over and look at closer for price. I did like this wood charger, and I felt like the price for what it was is pretty fair at $3.99 or $4.99 charger. You could easily DIY that or dupe it using Dollar Tree products, but if you just want to buy it on sale, I think that's really well priced. That would be a really cute DIY with the milk glass jar. And I think you could easily Mod Podge napkins onto a thrifted pitcher for a similar look or effect that beats the $25 price tag on those pitchers. But I feel like those pitchers would be beautiful running from your springtime all the way into fall. So again, a very long-standing piece. Now, I love this box. I thought this was so cute. And I was shocked this was only $14.99. I think that's extremely fairly priced for what it is. And even if you were to buy that at full retail, I feel like that is a very fair price. More jumbo flowers down below, some tiered trays, and some more wording. I love how so much of this collection involves metal accents as well. I also really love these needle points, $12.99 a piece. I feel like is a very fair price for what those are. And I love how the color scheme is still very summery, but definitely accenting towards fall. I think this is really designed to be a transitional scheme. And I think that Michaels did an excellent job with this, and I've really enjoyed seeing this collection. So yeah, maybe this something similar will become a permanent fixture. Okay, wreaths. I love wreaths. This one I went to pull out, and it was, of course, connected to everybody else. I believe this wreath was $60. Sorry for the terrible angle on my arm there. Here it is, much better. I like the bright pops of color mixed with more natural greenery. And then I saw this sad creature. So the last one was about $60. This price tag on this one will shock you. It is a pretty flimsy frame in the back, quite honestly. The bow is very lackluster. Even though I like the florals, pieces were literally falling off of it. And I checked below, and you read that right. This one is in the $80 price range. Now, if you're doing a fall tree, I think little ornaments like these are so cute of all the woodland animals. And controversial opinion, I think that these could actually transfer onto a Christmas tree. I know they are covered in fall colors, but honestly, they're the colors of nature. And I think that these could easily, I love that turkey. I think these could easily translate onto a Christmas tree, especially these little guys and their little swings with the fox or squirrel and this hedgehog. So we have even more bright mums and mini sunflowers in the very traditional colors. And then these end caps, I liked seeing all of these little berry picks, but these little leaf picks for $1.99, this is quite disappointing. Do not buy that. You can do a lot better with Dollar Tree and just cutting apart a pick. Okay, now how cute are these pumpkins? Now, I keep calling these hedgehogs on accident, so everyone just ignore me if I do that, but I love how they have all this wood detailing, and they're very textural. Most of these were running in the $14.99 range, if I remember correctly. I need to get better about showing prices, I'm sorry. But they're above all the little woodland creature friends. This guy was $20 for this cute little fox. And then I love this little guy under this mushroom. I thought he was so sweet. I don't know why I'm gendering woodland animals, but I guess that's what we're doing today. I love this squirrel and this little hideaway, and then this big owl. Again, excuse the camera angle. I'm still learning how to do this. For $25 though, I feel like now we're getting into the territory that you definitely want these items to be on sale before you're willing to purchase them, because that is pretty hefty price tag wise. There are some few other variations. I actually just got a pumpkin very similar to that one, or I'm sorry, to this one at the thrift store for $1. So I would say if you love the look but don't love the price, check out your thrift stores, secondhand stores, or look to see on YouTube if there are a DIY option. Some of these woodland creatures I feel like may be a little hard to DIY. But I would say that, you know, if you love the look, don't give up hope. Definitely check out your local thrift stores and Facebook Marketplace groups, secondhand, anything like that. You know, it's more eco-friendly to recycle anyway. And, you know, one person's last season is our yes, please. Okay. In my house forever. All right. I love these pillows. They're very needlepoint. And for $30, once that hits that 50% off, I feel like that will be a fair price. But $30 for a pillow is way too much. Joanne's just trying to charge people $50 for a pillow. And I said, no, thank you. I love how they have continued to have some of the consistent themes from past years, but at the same time introduce new things. Now, these monogram pumpkins are $5 a piece. They are very small. Hopefully Dollar Tree releases last year's dupe of that product. And then these big letters are $10 a piece, and that would be a very easy DIY dupe as well for way cheaper. Now, all of these little signs are mostly sweater weather, pumpkin spice, fall, football season, and Thanksgiving themed. Most of these are running as $10 at the minimum and going up to $15 or $16 from what I remember off the top of my head. I filmed this yesterday. These are cute. Fairly generic. I feel like they had a lot of these last year. They've been very trendy with the color scheme. Lots of turquoise, lots of sage, lots of mustard, in addition to your traditional fall colors of orange. I love all of the pumpkin pie themed items. I think that's my favorite. But overall, they didn't have a lot out yet for Thanksgiving style decor. This was kind of the max of that. And I know a lot of people don't decorate for Thanksgiving, especially here on YouTube. A lot of people just jump into Christmas. I'm trying to find a few Thanksgiving decor items because I'm trying to decorate for Thanksgiving more so as I'm getting older and not just rush into Christmas. But I thought the coffee cups were cute too. I might get one of those for my desk this year. Oh, yes, the cinnamon brooms. They're back. Okay, but $11 is way too much. If you have a Kroger grocery store, you can get one for $4. Same with these scented pine cones. Do not spend $7 or $8 on scented pine cones. Okay, so Halloween picks. I'm loving these. I'm so excited. They don't have them all out, so we're going to have to go back. But I feel like because this is probably the only store other than Walmart or Target that does Halloween picks, Michael's is always the best bet for Halloween picks, and I'm okay with spending a little more for their Halloween picks than I am for a lot of their standard traditional picks, especially things I can dupe with Dollar Tree items. I love that witches one, but we might be able to dupe that from Dollar Tree. I love these garlands, but these ones, I think maybe you could do like accent style clips to a more traditional fall garland and get the same appearance with not the same price. I thought these skeletons were kind of funny, but I think those were like $6 or $10 each, and I was quite shocked by that. Their normal fall garland is, you know, kind of expensive, but how cute are the little ghosts. I almost called them snowmen. We're jumping ahead seasons. I also love these black branches. Then easy dupe for these are find a branch, spray paint it black, dump some glitter on it, and that's super cute. And then here's the very last of the Halloween items so far. So we will definitely be making another trip to Michael's. Overall, I was really enjoying their collections, and I'm excited to see what more they bring out for Halloween. Thanks for stopping by.